create more minions.
Hey guys, Tyrant here, bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. I'm today spawning in the south of Yange. Playing as Night Elf, going for the Warden first. Myself in his sock. Playing as human and going for the Mountain King first. Map is Terenas, and this one from the Needy's Ladder. Unfortunately, there are not that many games around at the moment after the mini patch that happened a few days ago. Killing the old replays. So I tried to watch them. You can load into them, but kind of like with Company of Heroes 2, if you watch old replays, eventually the commands just don't make sense and you see units just like suicide into creeps. Kind of strange.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
But yeah, we're seeing this one from Needy's Ladder, hopefully good. Both players taking a similar creep route. Got Scroll the Beast here. One of mine stealing on the other side. Got the Scout Wisp. We're going to see these militia coming across. Oof, took a little bit too long getting the kill on that Wisp.
Our warriors have
Plenty of time to allow the detonate. And MK out the front, tanking the damage at the moment. Interesting. Getting a heal with the Forest Troll Shadow Priest. I wonder if this is like a tactic to try and make sure his militia aren't vulnerable to the Warden later on. Keeping them at very, very high health. Interesting tactic. Warden is still creeping. Imagine wants to get, level 3, get the level 2 fan and blink, and then go on the harass. Legion sent out to do some scouting. Second Adventure of War, getting close to the lab for future creeping potential. Taking a look at the tech. Just under halfway through. And expansion going up for Sock. This is final creep for level 3. And there we go. One coming through. Staff back from the Mountain King. Oh my god, he spent a Stormbolt on the election. Oh no. I didn't know you could use Shadow Mail with illusions. That was a very clever tactic from Yange. In fact, that's one of the things that changed in the last patch. Apparently they broke it so that Frostworm... Oh my god, again, spins a dust on this illusion. And maybe that's going to clear the way for the Warden to come in here to do some damage. Tower's not quite complete.
Have engaged the enemy.
Oh, what? Saying the Warden selected Shadow Strike up there. Only one level of it. So maybe that's why he's playing so cautiously at the moment.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
And Warden coming into the main. And there we go, big fan. So yeah, doesn't have access to the blink. Which is maybe why we haven't seen him just recklessly get stuck in. I wonder if that was a misclick. Shadow Strike that early on for no real reason. It would be much safer going for these peasant harassers. Anyway, still getting some nice damage done.
Our warriors
Here comes the MK now. This Wand of Illusion. He really maximized the damage from that. But now, not going to be able to get out. Use the Wand of Mana Stealing to steal some mana off the Shadow Priest. That's very strange. And overall, what? Did he kill 3 peasants there? In exchange for a town portal, not the best. And that's what happens when you don't have blink. Tension Wall creeping up this. Tension Wall goes down those. Wow, spins the fan just to speed up the creeping a bit more. I think that's an understandable decision. Because here comes the MK with the boots. Boosting his way across the map. And looking to get stuck in here, going for the Forest Troll Berserker. Time production on the expansion, but here comes the rest of the human army.
Your building is complete.
And that gets cancelled immediately.
Your building is complete.
MK on the run with those boots. Takes down the Forest Trolls. Warden on the other side, spending the Shadow Strike up to level 4 now, so it's level 2 Shadow Strike, very good for chasing down these units. Doing a lot of damage. Archer in a bit of trouble. Does have another dust, so can't rely on using the shadow mail there.
Ah, the great
And there we go,
outdoors.
staffing back with the warden. Oh, doesn't even have a shop up yet, so can't use the clarities. Wow. That's painful.
The great outdoors.
Younger. MK doing an aggressive creep camp, trying to steal the lab away from the warden. But here come the dryads, and do we have defend on these footmen? That's going to be the big question. Big fan! And gets the footman before it can even be loaded into the Zeppelin. Zeppelin taking some dryad fire. And the MK having a town portal out here now. So that was a very aggressive camp from Sock, and it didn't entirely pay off. And the town portal out as well as by the Zeppelin, but you know, Zeppelin's a pretty safe purchase most of the time. Picked up the shredder here as well. Trying to boost his lumber supply even further, whereas Younger has not restarted his expansion. Instead pumping those resources into dryads for the time being. Now coming on the offensive.
The great outdoors.
Dryads find a couple of towers not quite complete. We're going to cancel these nicely.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
And Warden coming for a run around.
Your building is
Ooh, Forest Troll goes down. Both of them go down.
Great outdoors.
And now on the exit, MK getting dropped in from the Zeppelin. Archer goes down quickly, but not much he can do against these dryads. Especially without defend.
Ah, the great
Our
outdoors.
warriors have engaged.
Cover them a little bit low though. An Ancient of Wind. Wow. Getting a hippogriff just to try and take down that Zeppelin. That's how much Younger respects it in the hands of Sock. Dryad's coming in for another tower cancel and gets it. Bash onto the Dryad. Slow things down a little bit. And now pulling back a lot of low health Dryads there. Warden considering going into the main there. Uses the staff, comes back, picks up a clarity. And I guess Sock would have scouted the Ancient of Wind. Should know about the Hooker now, so using the Zeppelin very risky for him. But can just use the Zeppelin on defensive duties, so you can load the peasants into the Zeppelin if the Warden ever gets back there with the fan. So he doesn't have to use it defensively. Shadow Strike onto the MK, big damage too.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'll get close to 50 now, so I wonder if he's going to go for the expansion now. And he's got a decent army to control a good chunk of the map. And there we go, level 5 for the Warden. But is he going to go for the Shadow Strike? Or will it be level 3 fan?
The sleeper has
So he's not going to spend it quite yet. Might wait for what opportunity he sees. Low health MK. Got the mana drain from the Blood Mage. Taking care of the rest of the Warden's mana. No further spells coming from here. Got a bear in the mix now. And the Warden just creeping right at the human doorstep here. Stealing this experience from under his nose. Or the Warden can't even get that experience already. Level 5. Steals the item and the... Oh, bit of trouble here. Warden with no staff. But does manage to get the heal going. Now the Warden in some trouble herself. And the footmen do have defend now. So better late than never. Hippogriff coming through. Looking for the opportunity.
Research finished.
To knock down that Zeppelin. Not finding it. Staff out by the Warden. Night Elf army over here without any hero support.
Our warriors have
Some mana
engaged
potion,
the enemy.
spends it. Orb. Coming back and no staff still. In fact, sold the staff of teleportation as well.
Research finished.
Our army just soloing against the human army at the moment. Castle Tech is complete. We've got 2 workshops out the back with the tanks rolling through. Very, very shortly. Trying to go for the 3rd hero, the Paladin here, and that will shut down all the damage that's coming on to the Mountain King. So this is looking a bit grim for Yange. Oof. But I'm a big fan, and Shadow Strike here could very easily just kill the MK. Templar's out in the nick of time. I think maybe he was waiting for it, you know? Waiting for the Shadow Strike to come through and gonna go for the dodge. Paladin was blocked there briefly by his own peasants. But the Paladin did come out. That's the biggest hurdle. Going for improved, advanced masonry. Already got improved masonry. So knocking through these buildings is going to be very, very tough. And there we go. 2 tanks done out the back. It's looking a bit grim. Got a whole bunch of Ancient of Wars coming up. In preparation to defend against the tanks. But 1 base, man, it's just so hard to do it against tanks with 1 base. We're going to see a 2nd hero picked up from Yange as well. There are still a few camps around the place that you could creep up. Maybe try and look for like a level 3 panda, which can really help against the tanks. Which is generally quite good against workshop units as well, the panda.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
More and more Ancient of Wars coming through. Can he do it with just 1 base? I guess it's going to be a tall task. Coming through, doing some creeping in the center, so my idea of going for the panda is not come to pass. And Sock actually banking at 50. He did produce 2 tanks, which I'm currently unsure of the location of.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Zeppelin dropped in. Going for the Moonwells. But the Night Elf army's back here. Oh man, they just do so much damage. Getting the kill there before the Wisp could get in place for repair. And rebuild that immediately. In fact, stuck now. 50 over 40. Upside down in supply. We also have an Ancient Protector out the back, which is nice. Showing down their Zeppelin play once again. But it looks like the Hippogriff not doing its job, not finding that Zeppelin. And a little bit of damage done by the tanks there. In fact, we've got another Zeppelin. And 3 flying machines now to try and tame the Hippogriffs. In fact, it looks like he's considering a flying machine transition, going for flying machine bombs now. Are a decent number of Dryads for some anti-air, but yeah, this is where the panda would really come in handy. Retraining now.
Your building is complete.
And Invis Potion on the Warden. Enough army giving the human heroes the run around. But it looks like he did manage to get some creeping done. And here we go, flying machines coming through. We do have 1 tower up, but yeah, these Ancient of Wars are not going to help.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
And we got 4 flying machines starting off the party. We do have 1 Hippogriff here. And it looks like the Dryad's heading back there now. Warden still invis, maybe looking to pounce
Research finished.
on the human army here with the bears. Bring 1 Dryad as well for the slow. Hippogriff goes down very quickly, so badly outnumbered by the flying machines. But here come the Dryads. Wisps out there for the repair. Action. Oh, Blood Mage goes down in the blink of an eye. Speaking of blink, Warden blinking in. Oh, does have the Ankh on the Blood Mage, so not the end of the world. Warden getting the mana drained. Fan running away. Surprised he didn't use blink there to get away. Let's try and save a bit more mana. It is level 2, not too expensive. And too long of a cooldown at level 2. We'll save that in probably end up getting drained as well. Alright. Looks like the Dryads did force away flying machines, but might not have got any kills. Now they can be pulled back for some more repairs. And human heroes out the back also healing up. Okay, Warden finds a couple peasant kills there, nice. Both players sitting under 50, but Sock's got 2k in the bank. So at any time he can just explode up. He's pumping a couple more flying machines. Going for the paladin kill, that's a good choice. Doesn't quite have the damage. And we're now a little bit low. Nice dodge on the Stormbolt with the anti-magic shell. That is incredible stuff. Oh, but could get bashed here. Oh, close call. That might have been the game, honestly, if he got bashed. That was a lot to bet on that stuff going through. Yeah, here come the flying machines back up to full strength. Couple more added to the ranks.
Mine is running low.
And they're coming through.
Have engaged the enemy. Your
Ooh, Tree of Life spotted by them. About to complete as well. And Dryads nowhere nearby. It's going to go down quickly. And this is what I was talking about, loading the peasants into the Zeppelin, avoiding the damage from the Warden. Very nicely done there by Sock. Was coming in for repairs. Here come the Dryads now as well, but it's not even that many Dryads.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Once again, Sock does have a Zeppelin up, but this time a bit slow loading the peasants in. And that's level 6 for the Warden now. And that's the Avatar of Vengeance. Kills the Zeppelin. Town portaling in. And they run out, trying to get away with the Avatar. But getting blocked in here by Sock. The invulnerable spirits there, sticking around getting a couple extra kills. And the mass flying machines now taking care of the Avatar. Don't see that too often. Here we go. Expansion.
Great outdoors.
Walking its way over for Yange. Sock's still banking. Still banking. Not getting any more upgrades either. Did he... Oh, okay, there he's starting them now. Thought he'd be fully upgraded by now with that amount of resources in the bank.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Machines taking care of the entangled mine.
Our warriors have engaged
This is where the
enemy.
panda would be so nice. Breath of fire onto all those flying machines.
Research finished.
And while that diversion is happening, Sock sneaking some ivory towers down. Gonna look for another expansion. Clarity activated. MK right there though. Total retraining on the MK was that. Oh, for Clap and Stormbolt now. Interesting.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Oh. That's 2 more peasant kills. Popping the invul.
The sleeper has
And they'll be able to
awakened.
get away to safety. Human army though, starting to mix some actual army units into the army. Getting some breakers, getting some knights. Looks like he wants to go toe to toe with the bears. And meanwhile, flying machines ripping through the expansion over here. Dryads away, but they do get the kill on all the ivory towers. And then come the wisp for the repairs. Warden there. Trying to take down these flying machines, but here comes the human army focusing on the Warden. Clap coming in on all of these wisps. Mass detonate though, no more mana on the MK at the moment. Siphon though could transfer some over. Expansion in jeopardy. He put the wisp into the mine. And the expansion goes down. Anyway, fight. in progress. Knight in a bit of trouble, but the staff out. And Yange suffering under the flying machine terror. Looks like he's going to walk his trees across. What? That wasn't his real tree, right? Not here it comes now. Tree of Eternity. We'll leave his moonwells exposed to the flying machine harass later on, but it's a risk he's going to take. Once again, going for some more creeping. I feel like, man, he should have tried to sneak in a panda. Tried to get it to level 3 with all this creeping he's done. Probably could have got it there. It would be so helpful against all of these tanks, all these flying machines. Bit more experience here. Paladin almost level 3 now. Blood Mage is level 3. And this is looking grim. Flying machines doing some creeping. Wow. Coming in. Taking down one peasant only. Loading into the Zeppelin. Avoiding the damage. Very nicely done there by Sock. And here we go. Tree of Eternity is up. But tank drop into the remains of the Night Elf base. And it's in shambles. No Warden back there to defend either.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Warden going for the peasant kills. Got 2 or 3 of them there, but at the other side of the map, losing most of his base. Did those did the tanks get away in the Zeppelin?
Your building is complete.
Yep, tanks still in the Zeppelin. Air supremacy held by Sock thanks to all those flying machines. Just camping his base at the moment.
Is being desecrated.
And back across for the Ancient of Laws. Well, Ancient, they should probably just walk their way across, but uprooting. Changes their armor to heavy instead of fortified, making them not quite as vulnerable to the siege damage, but here comes the human army behind this. And we've got a scrap, and that is a lot of knights all of a sudden. About to fall, no, staff out. Clyde's doing a pretty good job so far. Anti-magic shell about to wear off though on the Warden. Good. God, medium fan. Paladin with the Holy Light healing off a lot of that damage. Focus fire onto the MK, but the Holy Light healing off all of that damage. MK very, very low. MK goes down. Well, is Yange doing this? One base versus 2. Town Portal out. Oh man, he loses all the knights as well. Level 8 Warden now all of a sudden. Buyback on the MK. Yange does need to rebuild all of those moonwells that he lost though. So his ability to rebuild here is terrible, and meanwhile Sock has a cannon tower even, putting up another expansion. And yeah, he had just a huge bank, spending that down now. Down to just 900 gold, but can easily rebuild, whereas Yange can rebuild all those moonwells first. It's going to slow him down a very, very long way. In fact, I don't even know if he's got many spear wisps with which to build.
Our sacred grove
Has to
is
take
being
one out of the gold mine, in fact, just to start rebuilding those moonwells. Warden up in the northern expansion, trying to harass the peasants again.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Only 1,000 gold left in this mine there for Sock, so if you can invalidate this mine, that should be pretty good. Once again, Sock loading into the Zeppelin. Zeppelin saving the day here. So strong against the Warden harass. Comes a tank. Warden there to meet it. So is the rest of the Night Elf army. Only has one bear left here though. Let's get the kill on the Ancient of Wonders. Close one. Not quite. Ancient Wonders does survive. Still have the flying machines ready to rumble though. Not much out here left. Does kind of need that moonwell though. Rebuilding another one now though. My machine's waiting for the moment. Gonna try and knock out the last remaining buildings.
Our sacred grove is being
Here
desecrated.
they go. And
Treant may not
on the
be,
other
but
side,
your building is
human army going
warriors
after
have
this
engaged
expansion.
the
Got
enemy.
quite a few structures back here though. Good preliminary defense. So, loading to the Zeppelin before the wooden even gets there this time. Doesn't suffer any casualties at all. Just handling that warden so nicely with those Zeppelins. Yeah, the human army is baying for blood. Gonna close out the game now.
Grove is being desecrated.
Stops off to pick up the
Our
circlet.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
The army growing larger and larger.
Our
The
sacred
sleeper
grove is
has
being
awakened.
desecrated.
One coming in from the rear, getting things going after the blood mage first. Paladin popping the divine shield. Paladin taking a bit of focus fire now. Big time focus fire, anti-magic shell.
Sacred grove is being desecrated.
Oh, but it's just so much damage on the warden. All that normal damage from the fully upgraded knights is nasty. Here comes the avatar fan. Human units getting low, but staff out on the low health
Sacred
ones.
grove is being
Tanks
desecrated.
taking care of the base and
Our
the warden
champion
falling.
has fallen.
Younger throwing in the towel. Well, that was an interesting match. Younger, I don't know. I feel like it could have got the expansion going a lot earlier than that. But yeah, Sock just handling the warden harass so well. Mass Zeppelins countering the warden's Phantom Knights harass. Very, very well played. A bit of a slow pace to this match though overall. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft 3 action. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.